Well, I'm with Foyzul Gani, who's a health improvement officer, so your day job is policy on all of this. But here we're very much in storytelling mode, we're in personal mode, what changed people's lives. So what's your personal story?
My personal story was, when I was at university, I was working in the hospitals as a grade A nurse in the HCA. And what it was, I was on one of the wards where they're having larynx operations and so on. So people come out from the larynx operations, they were in the ward, and I was obviously helping. And it was just that point, it was just, that sticks with me all the time. I remember a gentleman, an elderly gentleman, saying, because one of the nurses came to me, so you can go for your fag break now. And he goes, don't do it. And it was just that raspy voice, and it just stuck with me all my life. And that was the turning point. I thought, oh no, I don't want to be where he is. That raspiness, and I remember his family coming in crying, oh, granddad and dad, and it just really stuck with me. That was a changing point in my life, saying that I ain't smoking anymore, and it just made it easier as time progressed with the Act coming in, so there's no more smoking clubs and bars, so that made it even easier for social as well as just my own personal thing. But going out with the rest of my friends and everybody just sort of generally start slowly quitting it, and then sort of reduce the amount of smoking that they did generally. And that's what stuck with me every time now. Anything smoking, things like that just comes to my mind. Is that elderly gentleman, and that's my personal story really on smoking.
Oh, and that's now seems to be kind of turning into policy, really, because yeah. I'm hearing trying to frighten people doesn't necessarily work, but the sort of approach that we're hearing today may be better.
We're doing something completely radical at this point in time, something, because you've got all the figures and we've got all the studies saying why people should. So this is what we're doing today, is something radically different. So there's not hardly any studies. I've not seen any myself. I'm not an expert on smoking. I only manage an area, but this kind of study will hopefully help us on planning something different, a different way of thinking, instead of going down the same mindset of doing the same way of working all the time, reactive to something. So.
Is there any easy way to sum that up if you're talking to other professionals in the field about what's different here? I
don't know if there's an easy way to really sum it down, because it's really radical. It's just completely different. And I'm looking for the outcome of this, how it will impact on my work and how to go about changing it in the area I manage, which is Walkden and Little Horton, where the study was going on. So I'm not really sure how to sort of sum it down, unfortunately. Quite a lot to put.